Hey y'all, this is Sharonda again. Faith in Motion, day 2. March Madness is only mad until it starts working. Yes. Y'all do me a favor. Subscribe to this channel so you won't miss anything. Click like and share. Let's get right into it. One of my biggest issues is that I'm moving so fast, I forget to turn on the camera. That's one of the things I'm going to be more consistent with. Got up this morning, one of the first things I do is to start writing. I write about what's on my mind. I unload onto paper so I'm not unloading onto myself. All of the things that I'm concerned about that I didn't even know I was concerned about this morning. I pick up a pen, I pick up a paper, and I get to writing. Let me sit this down real quickly. Pow. And I'm part of this wonderful writing group, community, part of my strategy of facing fears, part of that focus program dealing with the F. Facing fears. Where these fears come from? And so in the group, we talked about women. And they made a statement and said that this country is criminal toward women. And I in turn asked the question, if this country is criminal, who is the victim and who is the perpetrator? Now I'm going to talk about that with y'all. I got my hula hoop so I could do two things at one time. So, thinking about who is the criminal in that situation. Because even though the argument from them is that as women we are conditioned. And I believe that in a sense because we have parents who raise us and model us after whatever it is that they have been taught. And so we are conditioned in this patriarchal society as where we worship men in a sense without them having done anything but give us a life in a sense. And I'm not male bashing at all, but I'm just saying that's the lowest quality in which patriarchal existence comes to be. The question is, as we get older and we know better, and we realize that as a man, as a woman, relationships require reciprocity, give and take, right? And so, as women, as we grow into ourselves and we try to start to form our own opinions, if we are the victim, is it a choice? I'm going to let you guys answer that. Is it a choice? Hit me up in the comment section, answer that question for me. My take on that is, in a sense, yes, it is until we empower ourselves, until we figure out why is it that we choose to be damsels in distress. I have my own theory when I think about all of the movies that we grow up watching, whereas some prince in shining armor is going to come and save us. Then I think about all the hell that the young lady in these movies have to go through before they get to that prince who's going to save them. And are we still in that society where we are damsels in distress? And so my solution to that, understanding that as we become empowered and activate those powers, not saying that we don't need men in our lives, because I am so grateful to my grandfather because he is the one who raised me in a manner that I was allowed to think for myself. Um, you know, yes, shout out to Joe Franco. And just thinking about that, how do we raise our sons and our daughters so that we can modify their current conditioning with our core values? If we are the perpetrators, are we the perpetrators who are turning things on to ourselves? Are we the person who are weaponizing ourselves because we are living up to that cultural standard that we don't think that we're capable of living up to? Before you can answer that question, you have to examine, what is your why? From the time that you were able to form your own thoughts to now, and understanding who you are at this moment, what is your why? Your why to live, your why to breathe, your why to be powerful or not, your why to be fearful or not. All of those questions give us choices. And at the end of the day, we choose to be that person that we are proud of, even if other people do not agree. And so I'm going to leave you guys with, what is your why? Why are you joining me on this 30-day challenge? I hope some of y'all will. Get in the comment section, subscribe, get in the game. So we are in an era where we're understanding that we need ourselves. We need our own thoughts. We have protectors all around us, but the ultimate protection is the faith that, one, our destiny helpers will come when we need them, and two, that we will have the faith to protect ourselves in a given situation. And the biggest thing that we're going to protect ourselves from is us. We're going to stop turning a weapon onto ourselves and harassing ourselves because we don't like our shapes, because we're not satisfied with where we are in life, because we're constantly running after money. Money is not something that you are supposed to chase. Now let that marinate on some of y'all. Money is not something that you're supposed to chase. That's one of the things we're going to talk about in changing our perspective. For now, I'm going to close out, finish my hula hooping so I can get this waist right. When we meet again, we'll talk about, if you just have the faith to stand in any situation, how things change and shift, and whatever you need, it shows up. But you have to be able to act. You have to be able to ask, and you have to be able to sit still and wait without getting rambunctious or overly excited and pulling an unnecessary trigger. I will talk to you all tomorrow. This is day 3. Join me. Don't forget to subscribe. I love y'all.